Shamala said she would like to get initiated. And when can she get initiated? Of course, we didn't think Gurudeva was going to initiate her. That was 1990, of course. So then she said, Gurudev said, yes. You know, first he asked who were you initiated by, you know, and he told, you know, she was, but, and you know, at that time, her guru was having problems, and anyway, Gurudev, we thought Gurudev would, you know, say wait some time, but anyway, Gurudev told her to come back tomorrow. The next day, we were all shocked, you know. So he told me how the preparations to Shamala, you know, at that time, Bhadra, you know, bring the plate, you know, bring a plate, etc. like that, and he initiated her. So at that time also I asked Gurudev, I said, is it possible to move into the mat? And Gurudev says, why not? Sure, we have a room up here for you. So Janava Devi and Shamala and I, the next day, next few days, we brought all of our stuff. We moved into the mat. The funny thing was when we were moving into the mat, we came up with the rickshaws, and we had about 30 bags of, you know, clothes and everything, pots and pans and things like that. And so the brahmacharis, they started watching us like, you know, carrying everything up. And they were 1, 2, 3, how many bags you have? So I says, they're not mine. Anyway, we had about 30 bags of stuff, and we loaded it in this little room, no bigger than this room here, you know. So then Janava Devi, Vijayashri, and Madhavi, and Shamala, me, you know, we're trying to crowd into all this room, you know. I thought, oh my God, you know. So anyway, they were shocked to see this. I was shocked too. I didn't know that we had that much stuff. Anyway, we moved in there and it was really nice because we started to see Gurudev, and in the early days before he was even initiated, you know. So then we stayed there about maybe 2-3 months, you know. And I just finally told Gurudev, I said, at that time I was calling Maharaj, you know. He wasn't initiated. So anyway, I said, I have to go to Vrindavan. I says, it's too much. We tried to find a place in Mathura outside, and I says, I can't stay in this little room, it's just too much. So he said, very good, you know. And at that time I was still, of course, attached to Srila Maharaj as my guru, Shiksha Guru. So I went to Vrindavan, and Rup Sanatan was just about finished. And in the top floor, I stayed in a room, and when I was staying overnight, all of a sudden I felt Gurudev's presence in the whole room, just like everywhere. I was thinking, wow, this is very unusual, you know. And then I realized that, oh, I can see that since Srila Maharaj had left, you know, Gurudev was my Shiksha Guru, you know. So I started feeling that in my heart, like.
Scriptures, all our Vedic knowledge is mainly based on 3 aspects: Sambandh Gyan, relationship; Abhidey, process; and Prayojan, goal of our life. So Gurudev has given all 3 of us. He has given us our relationship with Krishna, and he has given us the whole process how to attain our goal. He has given us so many books. Those are jewels to nourish, which will nourish us forever. And not only us, thousands and thousands of years coming, generations, his books will nourish everyone. And he has given us these parikramas, Brajmandal parikrama, Navdvip parikrama. Coming to parikrama is like you're waiting for the whole year. When the parikrama, when time Kartik will come, when Navdvip will come, and we will go. And the main attraction was Gurudev coming to parikrama. You know, that first darshan coming to parikrama and seeing his face, you know, the way he used to love us and greet us, that was the only attraction to coming to parikrama. And now we really miss that. We really miss that. So we used to wait, like Gurudev we will go to Navdvip parikrama, and then Gurudev used to come to Houston after that, few months after that. So right after Navdvip parikrama, we used to prepare everything for his trip to Houston. And then after Houston, we would wait to come to Kartik. So it's like all around, the whole year is circled around his seeing him one after the another.
I remember that after he gave me the name, he sat me down and he said, you know what is this Harinam? He says, Harinam is the name of Krishna. And between Krishna and his name, there is no difference. And for the next 10 minutes of my life, he described Vrindavan. And he said, Vrindavan, the grass is green and moist. And he said, and the peacocks are dancing. And Gurudev went like this. And he said, and they are dancing with their tail out. And he said, and Krishna is wearing a mala of flowers. They are very fragrant. And he would say, the bees are coming to the mala and the bees are buzzing. And he would ask Madhav Maharaj, what is this word? He would ask in Hindi. And Madhav Maharaj would say, buzzing, buzzing. And he said, oh, the bees are buzzing in the malas. And he described Krishna's beautiful form. But then he started describing Radharani's form. And he started describing in his left side, there is Karunamai Srimati Radhika. And she is, oh, so beautiful. And he was not describing God from his mind. He was present there. And it was the first time in my life, being around a lot of religious people, because of my background, it was the first time in my life when I saw that God is real. He was seeing God and he was describing God as it is. And after many years of being here, I realized how much mercy Gurudev gave us during his time in the planet, and not only to myself, to every single one of us, but in such a special way. He just had no limit, no bound to the causeless mercy that was flowing through him, through how much kindness he was able to give, through how accurate he was in his special treatment of every single person. We were not generic for him. He saw everybody for who we were. And he was so interested that we would develop in a way that would be very personal, that, you know, each and every one of us would keep our personality, and that we could really express the love that we had for God in a, you know, in a unique way. And he took special attention to give us the guidance necessary for that, along with healing, along with, you know, being there for us, along with providing us with, you know, all the books that he wrote, incredible philosophy, along with, you know, traveling around the world and making these beautiful festivals, bringing joy and happiness to our life. teaching us how to sing and dance and remember that life is a celebration of love and joy and service. It was wonderful.